for the usage of the word of the day, unfortunately, only one person used it. I tried to I tried to help people do it. Like I put it over here, but no one did except for Abdullah for once. So that's it about the word of the day. As for the nice phrases and the other phrases that could be improved, there were a lot of good usage of other words rather than the word of the day. I really liked, okay, so Zainab said cortex. That was a really nice word. Introspect was used, and self-restraint. These are one of the nicest words that I've heard in this evening. Other phrases that were really nice. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal. So that's a really effective phrase. As for Mr. Bertai, he used the word autonomy, which I really liked. A small advice if you're having hardships to understand English, it's really good to break words down. So basically, when you think about it, autonomy is made of the word auto and nomi. And that's Greek for auto and nomos. Auto means self and nomos means law. So basically, what? Why are you looking at me this way? That's so weird. Okay, so we can really understand that it means like self-control or a group's right to self-govern itself. Another phrase, anger comes from weakness, and our greatest enemy is ourselves. So that was for really good phrases used. As for things that maybe could be corrected, basically I've heard like switch off it. Like that seems off because there are, okay, so I'm going to relate it to another thing that's been said, listen it. So basically some verbs are transitive and some verbs are intransitive. So some verbs take objects and some verbs don't take objects. So the verb listen doesn't take an object, so when you say you listen to something, you listen to something, you need this preposition. So you can't say I listen it. And as for the word switch, you always say switch it off. So technically when the direct object, when the verb is transitive and it has a direct object, it has to come next to the verb itself. So you can't say switch off it. And another thing, I'm not sure if it's a good thing, but like a lot of people are using shortcuts for the abbreviations. Like that's something we use on papers and in emails, like Mr. we say MR, but we never say MR Bertai, for example. We say Mr. Bertai. Same thing goes for TMOE. I don't think it's nice to use TMOE or like VP education all the time. You can say Vice President, Toastmasters of the evening. I think that's better. And another last thing, I'm so sorry for making this long, but there's a difference between affect and effect. One with an E and one with an A. So affect is a noun and affect is a noun and affect is a verb. And that's something you need to take, Exactly. So that's it. Thank you.